Guys, welcome back to our channel. If you're just joining us for the first time, this is Arena Teaching Center, where we teach you how to format, design. We also teach you about cookbook and other niche. Most importantly, teach you how to write professionally. So now that we are done with cookbook, I've took out my time to teach you how to format cookbook, and the last video I posted was how to format meal plan, and I gave you some expos that you can be adding in your cookbook. So today we want to start how to format book on Canva. I'm doing this basically because this is a request, and not just request. Some persons find it really difficult to actually format on their Google Docs, in the sense that they don't have the fit color. So I want to make life very easy for you, and that's why I'm designing on Canva today. Every design we are going to be doing is we are going to be starting from fresh. We are not emulating anybody's design. We are not going to carry any Canva template and be using right now. Anything that we are doing will be from our own creativity. The reason why I'm doing this is basically because any topic you are writing on, they have their own pattern of design you want to employ for that particular book. So it's not necessarily that you must be uploading one pattern of book all the time. So you need to give it a finishing touch. So my focus today, I'm going to be teaching you on no bleed, not on bleed. So when we are done with the no bleed, we can now dive into the bleed section. So we're going to be using a lot of elements. We're going to be using a lot of pictures, but not all pictures. But first of all, I will go and generate my work. You know, I like doing something in your present. I'll go and generate everything that we're going to use on Canva. I'm going to generate it from ChatGPT. Then we'll start designing. So get ready as we dive in deeply. And if you are still here, you have not kindly subscribe. Do you understand? And also share, because this video is going to amaze you. Your eye will open. It is an eye opener for you that have not designed before. So I don't want to stress on what I'm saying. Let it not be like I'm just talking too much. Let my creativity speaks for me. All right, guys, let's dive in. So when you want to design, you already know the paper size that you are going to use, right? So imagine we are using our normal 8.5/11 inches for cookbook, for instance. All right, so you click on this plus sign here, and you do what you do. You create your own custom size. See my office. You create your custom size. You click on the PS and change it to inches, and put your 8.5/11 inches. So we are going to create, like what I said, we are not going to emulate anybody's design. One thing we don't know that is designing is very easy, but I will always recommend, if you know you cannot, I repeat, you don't need stress, okay? You just want to copy and paste. You come to this search template here and search for ebook multiple pages. So when you search for ebook multiple pages, so these are what ebooks. Depending on your niche or anything you want to do, these are what ebooks. You can actually scroll through them to see what people have. Okay, you check on the ones that have multiple pages. So these particular ones that are here, it seems it's just the book cover. Ebook multiple. Okay, let me just say ebook template. Okay, we have 17 page. Let's see. This one is very popular. So you see how it is. But remember, as you are writing for Amazon, you know that basically your book is supposed to be like 80% black and white based on printing cost. You don't want them to like charge you very well. So emulating this particular design is going to cost you a lot. So, but that's not why we are here. We want to start our own design from scratch. So first of all, you have to get your title, you have to get your subtitle, you have to get everything ready. You have to plagiarize your work, you have to edit your work, you have to proofread your work. You don't just come and start designing on Canva. So if you, as a beginner, what you need to do is that you start practicing. Practice make what? Practice make perfection. Are you getting it? As you are practicing, you are improving. From your improvement, you become perfect. Now we are going to 2025. You know, the competition in Amazon KDP is not here. Everybody is looking for ways to make sure their book is high quality, premium quality, well formatted, well edited, well structured. So I've taught you how to format on Google Docs. Now I want to teach you how to format on Canva. So when we are done, I also promise that I'm going to teach you how to write content writing. So probably as I am explaining, I will be giving you some hints. So I don't want to waste time. So imagine you want to format just like this 5-page. Okay. When you want to format, you should at least know the numbers of pages you want to format. So first thing first, I want to put a line here. Wait. I want to put a line here in the book to protect me. I want to put a margin line to protect my font from not overlapping. You get, I don't want my font to leave the side. So I'm going to create this as my first page. Okay. I'm going to create this as my first page. Whatever I am doing, take note, it can be applied on any niche. Are you getting it? So I'm just doing basic formatting on Canva. I'm not going to put a niche related here. So first of all, you go to your element and you click on what? Shape. You understand? You click on shape. So there are invisible lines. You see these invisible margins here? Are you seeing it? If you are working on no bleed, everything that you are to work on should be on this invisible margin, this margin here. So to actually protect your work, what you do is that you make sure anything that you're working on should be on this word margin. Are you getting it? You check it. It will always reflect. You see there's an hook there. So everything should be on this margin. If you look at it, you see from the left hand side to the right hand side, the up and the down. There is what? This free flow line that you are seeing now. This free flow line showing cursors on how to actually, drag and properly arrange. So if you see that I'm dragging it like this now, you see the invisible line, right? So you make sure that nothing crosses this line. If you don't want Amazon problem, nothing crosses this line. So as a beginner, your focus should be on this no bleed. The bleed version is when your images, if you are working on an image, your images will cross the line, will cross the margin line, but it's going to come up a bit like this. You should leave a bit of your image up. You see the way I'm doing it? A bit like this. You see the space I'm giving, so that when they want to start cutting it out, it will not affect your original image. Are you seeing it? Don't go and do like this. No. You see the step that I'm doing. So your image. But for you to be on the safer side, please maintain this zone. Maintain this zone. So what I will do now, I'm going to style it. I'll put this dot here. I'll put a border dot. I don't want the border dot to show, so I'm going to be putting it on 2. Then I'll put a border color of black. It's already on black. Okay. So I'll click on it again, and I'll go to my color and put it in no color. This one here that has a red in between. I'll put it in no color. Sorry that my voice is not that loud. So automatically we have separated we have imputed a border to protect our text. So what you do next, touch your screen with both ends like this and drag it. So I'm going to be deleting all those pages. to duplicate the spaces. So you click on the duplicate and you start duplicating. Okay, you start what? Duplicating. Then another thing is that before you like start duplicating, when you create your first page, the next thing to do is your page number. You don't want to stress, right? So I'm going to show you how to create a page number. You come here, you click on any element. So I want to click on this shape. Then I'll put it at the edge of this border. Put it at the edge. I don't want my page number to be that too big, and I don't want it to be close to the edge. So this is where I'm going to be imputing my page number. This is it. This is where I'm going to be imputing my page number. So I'm going to leave it there. What I will do next, you see that even the fact that I did not click on the circle side, I still get a shape. You can actually design your page number if you want to. Okay, you can design your page number if you want to, but let me just retain this version. This is a basic formatting. So I'm going to leave it here. Then I'm going to put my text. I'm going to put my text and put 1. But sometimes you can actually put Roman numerals. So I'm going to put 1 here, and I'm going to hold my cursor and I will drag it to fit in. I'll drag it to make sure it fits in. Meanwhile, let me change my font to white so I know exactly what I'm doing here. So I'll drag it to fit in. Okay, so this is our page number. So you drag it and start duplicating. So automatically your page number is set. Are you getting it? So you only just to come. You come here and you do what? You change from 1 to 2. Are you getting it? So anytime you are done with a page, always don't forget to impute your page number. Okay, now that we have gotten that, we've set our margin, we've set our page number, is to start writing. But remember, this particular first page is your first page, so it's not compulsory that you must put a page number. So I'm gonna be removing it. This is my first page, so I want my page number to start from here. Okay, if you say no, this page number is not that fine, you can design it. You can put a line under anything you want to put, you put on that. So this is it. All right, so now the next thing is to structure your first page. The fact that there is a margin in my first page, okay, if I'm working, I'm a professional cookbook writer, so anything I'm going to be teaching you here, I'm going to be incorporating different themes. So based on this is just basic formatting on our layout, on our manuscript, but I want to show you how I do my first page without stress. First page, I will just come here and look for the picture that I'm going to be using. Okay, so let me say I'm going to be using this one. You see, the moment I clicked on it, it maintained the margin. So this is where I'm going to be putting my first page. You can equally put your put it here. Are you getting? You can put it here. You can put your text here. So let me say I'm working on Mediterranean diet cookbook. Sorry guys, cookbook for seniors 2025. Mind you, if you want to start publishing, please don't forget to put 2025 to separate your work from others, because we are getting to 2025. Most of the search is going to be search on 2025. They are going to be putting 2025 at the end of it. So always add 2025 to your word topic. It's not compulsory, but it is very important. So I want to put my title on uppercase. So I'll click on the lowercase and uppercase A. It will automatically change all my content on uppercase, all my font or all my title on uppercase. So this is it. Then I'll go and look for a particular font that best fits me. There's a new one that I found really sweet, this later one. So I'm going to be changing it while I'm going to add some space. So when adding the space, you see the spacing arrow. Sorry guys, I'm going to be showing you the tools, your elements. So I'm going to space it a bit, then also space the word a bit. Okay. Meanwhile, I'm coming here to reduce the font size so that 2025 will be at the bottom. So this is our title. Let me look for red color. Red is very sharp and beautiful. Are you getting it? So this is our title. Then let's create our subtitle. So let me say our subtitle is going to be over 80 nutrition recipes for weight loss and Eddie art. Okay. Your subtitle should be on lowercase. So you go back and change it to lowercase and go back and change it to black. Okay. So you see why I like this font? It's kind of cash. But you can change your font to something not too catchy. So let me use New Time Roman. New Time Roman is good. When you want to see the different layout of New Time Roman, you click on the font, you click on this arrow piercing up, you click on this greater sign. This greater sign here, you clicked on it. When you clicked on it, it's going to show you the different layout of font entirely. So we have the regular, medium, semi-bold, the bold, extra word bold. So I'm clicking on the medium. So the medium is kind of good and cool. So I will do what and reduce my font size by holding my cursor here on my right hand side and drag it a bit. Then I'm going to click on this other one here and when you hold on this cursor at the middle, it sometimes will be dragging your work. You see the way it did my work. So I'll put my subtitle like this, and my pen name, I'm going to be using, I don't want plenty things, Arena. Arena Teaching Center. So this is my word pen name. So this is my pen name. So this is what my first page. My first page on Mediterranean. You can as well, we can do multiple pages. If your first page is looking like this, very beautiful, smooth and sharp. If your first page is like this, which one is more finer? This one is finer. So this is the major one that I use mostly in my book. So now that I am done with my first page, everything is in the margin. I'm going to click on the margin and I'm going to delete it. So here is my first page. So I'm going straight to my second page. Your second page is your table of content. You can actually work on any pattern of table of content. Do you understand? Table of content is actually the last thing to do on your Canva, because I'm going to be showing you how to link your work as well. It's the last thing to do on your Canva. You must be done with your entire work before you go and do your table of content. So we've gotten our first page. So the second page should be what? your copyright notice. So I'll go to my chat and ask for a copyright notice. Copyright notification. For my book. Title: Mediterranean Diet Cookbook for Seniors 2025 by Arena Teaching Center. It's going to give us a copyright notice. It's not going to add a disclaimer, so I'm going to be requesting for a disclaimer. All right, a disclaimer. All right. The only thing I'm after here is this copyright art. Do you understand? Forget about the title. There's a reason I added a title so that it knows exactly how to structure it. Mind you, as you are writing, all your cookbook should have one copyright notice, so don't go and be changing up and down. So this is our copyright notification. Copyright notification. So I'm removing this Arena Tissue Center insert address. I'll put YouTube address. So this is our copyright notification. Do you understand? Change it. So we are maintaining our margin. We're maintaining our margin. Let me just drag it better. I don't need stress. Just make sure everything is good. Time Roman. Regular. It's fine like this. So this is our copyright notification. Take please, this address part. Write to for permission. Okay. So this is our copyright notice. You can actually tag it. You can as well tag it as copyright notification, but I'm not going to be tagging it here on this one. So we've gotten our first page. We've gotten our copyright page. The next thing is what? We've gotten our first page. We've gotten our copyright page. So then I'm going to paste this one here. So imagine this is my abstract now. I like putting abstract in my work, sorry. After my copyright notice, I'll just go straight to my abstract. I don't put a dedication or acknowledgement, but you can put dedication or acknowledgement. I'm working on pages here. Less page, the better. So this is my abstract. I'm going to put my abstract in illustrate version. So then I'm going to tag it this time. I'm going to tag my abstract. Sorry guys, I'm going to tag my abstract. Abstract. So I will increase the font size. When working on Canva, your headings should be what? In one font. So let me see my apps. My headings are on 30 right now. Font 30. My content should also maintain a particular font size, which is 14. Beautiful. So this is my abstract. This is my abstract. You can bold it. Okay. You can actually design it, but I'm just doing basic formatting. I want you to get the basic knowledge. Yeah, so the next thing I will do is to delete my word. So this is what my first page, my copyright notification page, and my word abstract. This is my abstract. So on my copyright notification page, I'm going to change this one to 2. What am I even doing? I'm going to change it to 1. Then I'm going to change it to 2. Okay. Then my next page will be my table of content page, which I'm going to change to 3. So my table of content page, I want to make it really simple, beautiful, and short. So this is what I'm going to be using for my table of content page. So I want to add picture for my table of content page. So this is my table of content. I'll write my table of content at this edge here. Table of contents. So this is my table of contents. Yeah, I'll put it here. Okay. Then I'm gonna reduce the font size to 30. Remember, our headings are what? 30. Our headings are what? 30. I'll work on the line spacing. Now that you have different kinds of fonts, you can actually, design your font. You can use interlinks. So I just need a straight picture I can actually reduce. Please, I don't want to waste you people time here. So this video is not going to be that long. Okay, for me to maintain this picture, do you know what I would do? Like, I want a particular site to be well maintained. But sometimes putting a frame in your work, it increases the megabytes of your work when you want to download. So you put a frame here for replacement. It's very, very good for replacement. It's very good for your design to get into your page. It's very good. So I'm going to put it here. Then I'll just drag it here. Duplicate. You saw the way I did. Let me explain. You see that I've imputed a picture first. Then I went to carry the frame and put here. But now for me to put the picture in the frame, I have to duplicate it because the picture is going at the back of the frame. So by duplicating it, I'll bring the picture to the front of the word frame. I have to drag it down so that it can enter the frame very well. So when you put it here, it's going to enter. So now that you've gotten your table of content, so let me carry our write-up here. No, let's just maintain our. So this is our table of content. When you want to get your table of content, you have to properly arrange it on your Google Docs. It should be well arranged on Google Docs because you're going to be doing just copying and pasting. So this is my table of content. Yeah. So when you copy your table of content from your Google Docs, it's going to be it will cover a lot. Your own is to make sure you maintain this margin line. Please don't overdo. Now that we are done, if you are not done, you don't delete until you are done before you delete the margin line. So here's my table of content, and My next page is gonna be a picture page. I want to add a picture. Sometimes adding a picture on a magic doesn't look really sweet, yeah, but I am following a procedure. This same procedure is what I'll use in always before starting your design and writing. Make sure your layout is ready. What's your layout? If you design your layout down, you can actually use one layout for a book. It's just a very little touch that you're going to be adding to your layout, your book. So this is my first page. I can actually decide not to add a page number, but when you drag it, you will know that this is page 5. So our work is actually looking sweet, but the time frame is kind of, it's taking a lot of time. So I'm gonna delete it. When you maintain this style, it's the same way like when you are designing on Google Docs. So, but this one now, basically for people that don't have feel, you want to be using different elements, different style and all that. So this is it. So let's get our introduction, and after introduction you see that there is no stress in formatting. You get so this pattern can be employed on cookbook, on travel guide, on any niche. Do you understand? And sometimes your table of content, you cannot put picture. It's not compulsory. You can put your content on double column. So but let's go. So now I want to go straight to our introduction. Mind you, your table of content at least should be like 2 page. Maintain 2 page. This is not Google Docs. We work with page count. Maintain 2 page so that it will be very easy for you to link. Are you getting it? So now I want to go into our introduction. So sometimes when you want to do introduction, I like putting in my picture first. Is the same way. Don't go and be following me. This video that I am doing is basically because I am teaching. That is why I go to Canva elements and be picking their pictures. Please be very careful when you want to use Canva element. Be very careful. I am picking their picture. Do you understand? Then another thing is that this is my table of content now. If I actually do not want the line here to show, do you know what I will do? I'll go to my element and search for shadows. Shadows to cover some part of the picture. White shadow to cover some part of the picture. Are you getting it? So let's say I'm going to be using, this one is gray, that is not white. So this is white shadow. I want to cover some part of the picture. I don't want the picture to look like the main picture. Okay, so put your shadow, drag it, put your shadow here and start duplicating to make sure it covers some part of the picture. Covering some parts is very good. It gives your work a unique, I'm telling you, your book will be looking so fine. So we're going to be using shadows a lot. We're going to be using gradients. Please maintain your shadow. Learn to maintain your shadow to make it look really on a constant position. And at the same time, don't make it too much. It's to cover, the reason why we are using multiple shadow is to cover that line. Are you getting it? It's to cover the word line. So right now this is it, but this my shadow is kind of too, it wants to like cover up some part. So this is what our, maintain your shadow. So this is our words. So now this is my introduction, and I'm also going to be using a little bit of shadow here in my introduction. I'm going to be using a little bit of shadow. Then I'll come back here and duplicate again to cover up this line. Please take note. You see that my shadow has extended to this place. Don't do that. it's gonna call back, like Amazon will call for you. So what I will do is to reduce it. Yeah, reduce it and duplicate it. I'll reduce it and duplicate it, then position it and drag it. Yes, drag it, don't worry, it will still maintain. Just drag it a bit, or you go and look for the actual one that will cover that edge. Are you getting it? So you go back and look for the particular shadow that will cover the edge. Don't be too extravagant in your shadow. Are you seeing? You see that there's what? Don't drag it like this. It's gonna separate your work. Your work will not be like this, and we are trying to like bypass that line. You get? So go back and copy, color your shadow. Color your shadow very well. You will see that adding a shadow to your work, you see this part that the shadows are. You see this part. I don't want any line to show. You will see how sharp my font is gonna look. I'm telling you, just wait. Just wait. Hold on. Rotate. All right. So is what covered. So there is nothing here. So I'm gonna pick my text, my font. Let me look. Though I want to maintain a particular font, but I want to change it. So I want to put my introduction here on group. Put my introduction here and introduction here. There's a difference with when your work is on shadow and when your work is here. So I'll put my introduction here to lock in at the top of the picture itself. Are you getting it? So introduction. We're using red. So my introduction is on top of the picture, locked in on the shadow. So here is my introduction. Okay, so let me put my introduction here. I prefer putting it here. I'm just showing you the pattern that I follow. I'm not hiding anything. You know me now. Expose everything. So I'll go and carry my copyright notice. You know me. Since it's Scratch, we don't need to go anywhere and be copying content. We use the one that we have. That shows how creative you are to actually work on you use a particular content, for instance. If your work is scattered, with the way I'm teaching you, you'll be able to properly arrange your work very well. So put it in all straight. So here's my introduction. Take it a bit. All right. So here's my introduction. This is my introduction page. So I'm done with my introduction. So this is my introduction. How do you see it? It's sharp, Abby? Very good. This is my introduction. A lot of people are going to be watching this video, so please add your own creativity style so every book doesn't look the same. So this is my next page for my introduction. I'm going to paste my content here. Paste. I'm going to put my introduction on all straight again, and this time put it in double column. The content is too much to be imputed in double column, so I'm going to remove the copyright page. Okay, remove the copyright page. Remove the disclaimer. So let me just say the disclaimer is actually a new heading. It's a new heading. So we are going to end at introduction. In ending at introduction, you can actually find your way around. So this is a new heading in my introduction. It's supposed to be like bold, but let me just remove it. Okay, so I want to put the rest content on double column. You see where I drag? I hold my cursor on my right hand side and I drag it. Double column line is this line in between. Okay, is this line in between? So I'll now duplicate position. So positioning in your double column, you have to reduce your line a bit. Okay, your double column line on Canva should not be that too much. Are you getting it? Should not be that too much. So you maintain a particular line spacing. Maintain a particular line spacing, and it's not necessarily that you must put a line here. Okay, so this one. Let me drag it up a bit. Good, fine. Drag it up a bit. So this is I don't want stress. All right. If you take notes, you see that our double column line is equal. All right, it's equal. What if, okay, this is my part of introduction, and now I want this particular one now, this particular content here to continue under. Based on the fact that it's short, I want to copy it out. Oh, wait. You want to stress me? No, Allah. Copy and cut. The reason why I'm cutting out this part is basically because I want to put picture there. I don't want to leave any space on this my next page of introduction. So I'm gonna continue my content here. Okay, there should be line spacing. So I'm looking for where there's no full stop. I'll cut this side out. Don't go and be cutting your work. I'm just showing you how to format, I beg you. So what I will do next is to add a word picture on that part that I cut out. I'll add a picture. When adding a picture, put a frame, please. Frame, maintain the picture pattern you want to put. Meanwhile, you have to select multiple on this one and find a way to put the fonts together, the font and the page together. So you have to select multiple so that your picture will not go and cover the page. So what you do is to click on it. Let's remove the font. This is where the work is. So this is where the work is. It may look easy to you based on the fact that I'm not going to Google Docs or my Microsoft Word to go and be getting my content. I'm just doing everything on Canva here. No play, easy. But with this pattern that I'm showing you, it will be very easy for you. So no stress. No stress. So this is my introduction. Sometimes I like putting shadows on my picture. Yes, I'll click on my effect. Okay, I'll click on my effect, click on shadows, and I'll put a drop on the picture. Mostly if I'm putting my picture at the middle. So putting a drop on my picture, it gives my picture a clean look and a beautiful look as well. So I don't want to drag it. The way I'm doing my work is the same way I'm showing you. I'm not hiding anything. So I put a just want the shadow to be there. Okay, but if it's basically at the middle, don't worry, I'm just showing you. Let me remove the shadow. It doesn't come out very well. Okay, it doesn't come out very well on this one, but it will come out so fine and so well at the middle. It will come out, you see it, I'll show you. So this is our introduction. This picture can be placed anywhere. It can be put here. You can put the picture here. It's not compulsory that it must be at the ending. You can put your picture here. You can put a picture here. Okay, you can put a picture there. And when you are done with the next page, you do what? You remove your margin and balance. This one now. Remove your margin and what? Balance. So this is what our next page should do. Alright, so this will be the end of this video. The next part, we are going to be diving deep. Okay, putting elements and all that. At least we did 7 pages today. It's more than enough. We work with time, we work with data as well. Alright guys, see you in the next video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe and comment. Love you. Mwah.